What is up, guys? Vainglory Pro Tips here. Gonna break down this video of my last ranked gameplay. I'm currently Pinnacle of Awesome Silver at the moment, and this is solo queue. I'm actually pretty surprised at how well this match went. My teammates were super cooperative and just played well. So I'm going to break this down real quick and give you guys some tips. So I see Glaive and Lance rotate down. They're taking this middle tree ant first. Backwards rotation, not really the smartest thing. So I activate my blood for blood on the off chance I can sneak in the kill. Don't get it. They have too much control and damage going down. So I back off, throw a little flare, and I see a minion that needs to die. So I go ahead and take that out. Show Glaive that I'm not fucking around. And like I said, this backwards rotation not that good, leaving this side of the jungle wide open. My black feather recognizes that and rotates up with me just on the other side of the mustache bush, and we dive Rona. The point is to get her out of the lane, put a lot of pressure on her. She had to pop her healing flask, so that leaves our Vox way more free to farm. Not that Rona's the greatest into Vox, especially early on where she doesn't do a lot of damage or sustain. But this allows Black Feather Knight to rotate back down and take more control of the jungle. This middle tree ant's back up right here, and I just suspect Glaive might be doing some shady shit. So there he is. Spotted him out with the flare, and Black Feather Knight can go to work. Once again, we're just putting pressure. We're shoving them out of the jungle. I'm trying to deny as much farm as possible. It's a pretty advanced technique, and I do not recommend being this aggressive unless you know your teammates are on board. Once again, rotating up, Lance and Glaive really don't have a whole lot of health. And actually here I'm saving my blood for blood, waiting to get that last hit in, and there we go, I get it. So I get the heal, Black Feather has the Vanguard. We just have way too much sustain and tankiness. So I decided to take on Lance while Black Feather goes for Glaive, because I'd rather see them both recall so that we could finish off their jungle, even if we weren't to get a kill. But luckily, Black Feather gets the kill. Lance thinks he's far enough away, but I just shut him down right there, and we get the double kill. So now we get to clear up the jungle. A little bit bummed out that Black Feather focused the lower camp rather than the healing camp right here, because Glaive does end up jumping in and stealing it. So props to him, good move, get that kill. But Black Feather and I are just going to rotate back and continue to do our thing. Vox has been fine up there in the lane. Like I said, he doesn't have to worry about Rona too much at the moment, and I know that. So that's just huge to recognize your teammates' composition and what their strengths and weaknesses are, and playing around it. So Black Feather saved us on point to get that kill on the middle tree ant again. So Glaive is just being denied even more. It's perfect because we're shutting down his build. He's Crystal Utility build, and it's an okay build, but when you're not fed at all, it just makes it so hard for you to be effective, and that's what Black Feather and I are doing right here, because Lance and Rona are pushing the lane. And I could have rotated up and let that jungle just be and saved my Vox right here, but I just put too much priority on the jungle. So I messed up there, and I messed up here as well. Self Vanguard, and I died in like 2 seconds right there. So I'm a bit surprised how much damage Rona was outputting right there. Didn't respect it. So that was a bad move on my part. And my Black Feather's actually sticking in the lane too long right here. I pan over in game, which you're not going to see. He sticks his neck out for a little bit too long, and Lance snipes him out with an impale. So he's going to go down. So now this evens up the kills on the board. It's 3 for 3. We are going to shove this lane real quick with Vox and put a lot of pressure on Rona. He's on board with it. He's not just focusing on the minions. He is willing to deal damage to her when I dive on her, which is the most important thing when you are putting pressure like this as a captain. Your carry has to back you up, otherwise Rona's just gonna trade damage with you, and she can do it all day. You don't have enough damage as a captain to scare her off, and she'll just sustain. So having Vox there backing me up shoved her out. She had to recall. Now we push this wave up into the turret, and that's forcing either the turret to get the kill or Lance. and that's denying gold, especially to Rona. Even if Lance does get the gold, it's all right. I'd rather see it in his pocket than Rona's. So now I'm going to come up here and take the aggro so that my teammates can deal damage effectively. I pull the wave over as well, consequently, and this allows our wave to shove up, and now we can take down this turret no problem. Rona's super low. She tries to bait me there real quick. I'm not going to fall for it. We know that this turret has to go down. It's far more important than trying to get a kill on Rona. And that's it for now, guys. I don't want to break down the whole game. I don't have a lot of time. But if you guys want to sit back and enjoy the rest of the match, it's pretty intense. I get close near the end, but we do a good job and end up getting the win. So, yeah, sit back, enjoy the show, maybe put on some music, and I will see you guys next time.
Double kill. Double kill.
guys.